Today we're gonna solve a TryHackMe CTF room called Blue. So in this lab, our CTF challenge, what you say, in this room, we are given a Windows 7 machine that's running an SMB service or SMB server, I don't know, and which is vulnerable. To access the lab, we first have to connect our machine with the VPN because the lab will be running on their server. To access the lab, we have to download the OpenVPN config, and yeah, I have already downloaded it, so I'll delete and just open my terminal where my file is located, and I'll just connect with OpenVPN. As you can see, it's here. So I'll just type OpenVPN and then the file of my name. I mean the name of my file, sorry. So yeah, and it should connect after I enter my password. Okay, so looks like we have a connection, and now we will just start our machine. By the way, to make sure it's working, I tried it before to make sure it's working for me. So yeah, but I'll show you how I got the answers. I didn't complete it fully. I just completed 33%. You can see above. So okay. Also, I almost forgot because I tried a long time ago. So I'll just start the machine for now. Okay, we got the IP, and I've run an nmap scan to scan the IP. I use some flags like the default script and for the version disclosure. And there we go. You can see we got the results of our scan, and we can see that there are ports related to Windows services, and here's our Windows 7 professional is running in 445. And also we got answer for our first question, which is how many ports above 1,000. So you can see there is 3 TCP ports running above, so the answer is 3. And now you can see it's an SMB server, so we can run a SMB vulnerability script, or just a default vulnerability script to to know if there are any vulnerability related to this port. So we will run a vulnerability scan on this port, or on this specific port, which is 445. So you can see I'm gonna run this script, which is you can see vulnerability script, and I'm running on port 445. So I'll know if this port have any vulnerability or not, and I'm waiting. Hope okay. We can see we have it. This confirms that we have a vulnerability, and it gave us the CV number and the specific vulnerability. So it's a remote code execution, which is really high vulnerability. Okay, so we got our second answer for our TryHackMe challenge. You can see it asked for what this machine is vulnerable to. So this machine is vulnerable to this. Yeah. So now we're going to use an application called Metasploit to exploit this vulnerability and get access to our to this machine. We'll get a shell, probably a TCP reverse shell, I guess, if I'm not wrong. So I'll minimize this. It's better to have a separate terminal instead of this to split. So I'll open another terminal, and we got another terminal. So on the terminal we'll fire our Metasploit. So yeah, there's the terminal. So I'll just uh, start the Metasploit here. So I'll write sudo msf console. We should start our Metasploit. As you can see, our Metasploit is on. So now what we'll do, we'll first look for a specific exploit. So we would need the SMB, the CV number to find that vulnerability. So yeah, so nmap gave us the CV number, so we can easily find the exploit for this vulnerability. So we'll use a command, you can say search, and we'll type the CV. So our CV is 2017 0143 143, and okay, looks like we got the first one. So this is the exact vulnerability, I mean the exploit. We need to exploit this machine, this SMB server, and this is also the answer to our first question in TryHackMe, this path. So yeah, that was the first answer, and now we will use this. So we'll type use and the number, so I will use 0, and you can see it's loaded up, and the default payload is Metasploit reverse TCP, and yeah, that's what we need. So now we'll check options, what are required and what are not. So in this case, the R host is the only required, but as we are working on a different server, so we'll have to set the L host. But if we're in the same place as the lab, we won't have to, but we have to set it now. Sorry, if we didn't use any VPN, it's already preset. So the only required option is what we say, our host. But before answering the question, let's set our L host and localhost. So first we'll set the localhost to our VPN IP, the IP that our VPN provided. So I don't know what I'm type. So I'll copy it and paste it over here, and I will just press enter. Okay, this should okay. So our localhost is set. Now we'll set our host, which is the IP of the machine we're on, our target machine. So this is the IP for our SMB server. So we'll copy it and paste it inside here, and it will set our host to that specific IP address. Okay, so we have almost set everything. Now we can just run the script, and we can also answer the question. Yeah. So we'll answer the question, our host. So our host. Okay. Now, and our payload is already set, so we will just run the exploit. Looks like we got a working Metasploit shell, and you can see, but it not this. Sorry, my bad. dir, I guess. It's the Windows server, so you can just fire up shell. it would be better. And yeah, I can just now run commands over here like dir, and you can see it lists all the files here. No, I don't want to terminate. I'm gonna have to run it in a background. So yeah, this is a shell, but this is not a powerful shell. If I say who am I, this is system, okay, but we have to upgrade this shell to have all the correct authority. So we will use, okay, we're back here. So I guess it's better to give you a walkthrough by solving every question instead of me saying everything. So yeah, escalate. So we'll have to escalate, upgrade this Metasploit, sorry, this shell. So to do that, I'll first have to pause it, run it into a background. So I'll say Ctrl+Z and Y. So this session is now running in background. So if I say sessions, I can go back to it like session, no, okay, I guess I have to write sessions and the ID. Like it's the only session, that's why it's not showing. But sessions actually show how much running. So session 1 is running, so I'm gonna make it, run it in background. So now we have to escalate this shelf. So for that we'll search another post exploit which is known as shell to metapreter upgrade, shell to metapreter. So we'll use it, and let's see what options we have. So I'll type show options, and it says we need a session, and lhost is already lhost and rhost is already set. So we have just to put set the session. So the first answer is this, and we get it correctly. Okay, the second answer obviously session, because it's the only one we have to put, right? Okay, now what is this? Okay, let's run this post exploit. So first set the session to 1, I guess, because there's only one session running, which is 1. And now run. Let's see if it works or not. Okay, start it, reverse DC handler. If it works, then it doesn't need, we don't need that. And let's select session. Okay, looks like it worked perfectly, and it opened session 2 for us. So yeah, now we're inside session 2, and it's the upgraded shell with more privilege. Okay. So everything should work in this metapreter. So the metapreter is now a working shell, to say. So you can see I can use it everywhere. So that means we have successfully upgraded the shell or escalated. So let's see what it says. So okay, okay, so I can just type who am I, check. Okay, I've run that in shell, I guess. So let's open a shell here, just write, you know, uh, settings, I guess. Okay. Let's see. Actually, which one? Uh, this one or this one? I think both. I think let's just move on. So what says? Okay, type PS. And okay, these are the processes that are running, and we have to migrate our process as it says. So let's migrate the process with our system slash, you know. So let's find one, and looks like this is our process ID 712. So let's use it. So I'll just type migrate and then our process ID. So let's say migrate, sorry, not 127, 712, and let's hit enter, and it should work, you know. And we successfully completed it. So our task, what do you say? Our task four is also, sorry, 3 is also completed. So we have successfully escalated the whole shell, and now we have to crack the password. So before that, we have to dump hashes to know, you know. We'll first have to find the users. So I'll just go to our Metasploit again, and I will type hash dump, hashes dump, if I'm not wrong. Okay, sorry, hash dump, not hashes. And you can see we got 3 results. One is admin, one is guest, and one is John. So John is like maybe the created user, and 2 above are the default users. So this also gives us the first answer, which is words, you know. But before that, I like to save them in a file so I can run John the Ripper to crack these hashes. And as this is Windows 7, it should be empty. The encryption system should be empty. Okay, let's use John the Ripper on this file. So first, let me make sure that first answer the first question, which is John. So let's answer it. John, no, sorry, John, and that's correct. Now let's find the password with John the Ripper. So we'll go to our terminal where we saved all the passwords, I mean the hashes, and we'll brute force or decode the hashes. So we'll use rocku.txt for this case. So if you don't have if you don't have the word list, you'll go to browser and search rocku.txt, and you should get in first GitHub link. So type rocku.txt and it's the GitHub link, and yeah, it started downloading. And after downloading, we are gonna use it. Okay, let's type sudo john, and we're gonna set the format to NT, so because our hashes are in NT. So I will type minus dash dash format equal, and this will be NT. and then I will use the word list. I'll pass the word list. So I'll give the path of our rocky.txt. So I'll say word list equal and the path, so I'll say /home /home, and then the username, and then downloads and rocky.txt. Okay, and then I will pass the file. So okay, now what? Oh, sorry, I made there's no e at the end, so I made a spelling mistake. So let's remove the e and we should be good, and hit enter. And yeah, it happened so fast, but we got our password, the password of John. So this question is also solved. So I'll just answer. Now finally it's time to find these flags. So we can just find by searching the directories, or we can use search in Metasploit to get the file locations. So we'll use the easy way, of course. So in the Metasploit, I'll type search. Oh, sorry, not here. So now I'm in the session 2 where we have the upgraded shell. So first we can get the flag1 easily, flag1.txt from here, as it was in the main path, the C directory. So we don't have to find the first flag with search, but I'm gonna use search in second. So yeah, we got the answer for that. Now let's search for flag 2. So I'll say search, or yeah, search -f. Oh, sorry, search -f, and then the file name, which will be flag2.txt probably, as the first one was flag1. So let's wait, and it should give us a path to that directory where our flag2.txt is located. And there we go. Here's our file location. So we will cd to here, and if I can get directly, no we can't. So I guess I have to change directory to there if I can. Okay, and now we can just get the file, I guess, as we're in the directory flag2.txt. Okay, should give us, okay, it gave us the flag. So let's just copy the flag and paste it. Okay, where, there we go. And now it's time for the third one, same as the second one. We'll just search it, because who's gonna waste time. But if you can't use the flag, or if you don't know the name, you just have to manually search for it throughout the directory. So I'll just I can directly go there, so I have to just be like that. What's wrong? Cd John. So what's the problem? Go to C first, or what? I'm already in C directory, I guess. Oh, sorry, not your users. and that's probably it. No, okay, let's add slash at the top. So cd slash and then user. Okay, it's still, or sorry, wrong slash, I guess. Okay, it worked now. I missed the S, and let's go to John and then documents. I'm already in John, I guess. So let's go to documents, and then there should be our flag 3. So let's just get the flag 3 like usual, flag3.txt. And with this, we have officially solved the lab. So I can just, submit the answer. And our lab should be solved with this last flag. So I'll submit it. And yeah, we have completed the blue, and I hope you understand. So I hope you understand everything. If my voice felt broken, so if that's, I'm really sorry. I've got fever, and yeah. See you later. Keep hacking.